Hi. Doing some knife throwing for visuals. Right on the rope. Guess it's 2 ropes in a row, right? I built a little scaffold out of these. Yeah. Whoa! Get in there. There you go. See, the trick is I don't want to overshuck it. You gotta like stylistically do it with just enough energy. Anyway, yeah, let's do some affirmations too. This tree is dead, by the way. I'm hurting nothing. It doesn't bleed. Life is good. Life is getting better. All we do is win. I am satisfied. I am happy. Yeah, it's all that religious shit. Should I keep doing that? This is dog shit, right? Do the dog training again. They said it'll work one day. Just be old, angry. They lied. Stole your life. Just to keep living somewhere, wherever they are. Under Rome, maybe. Under some mountain in Switzerland. You know, you can drive from England to the mainland. Under the ocean. They could have an underwater SPI. You wouldn't even know. You notice all the American, like, super pedos are, like, really tiny. And, like, just like where these creeps that slinked around American government. They existed, it happened publicly, because that's who's, like, back in Europe and under Africa. In Egypt. They're, like, the real super pedos. They don't follow. Rules were invented for their slaves, and so they're just... but disrespectfully. I had a weird triple stack. You see that? That's a good throw. Exact continuity of motion. Yeah, don't step back until you can absolutely throw it exactly where you want it close up. Yeah, and then step back. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I have a good life when I'm like doing my normal thing, but you know what I mean. Recently I've cared about a few things. Circumcision, SPI. It's just weird, guys. I don't know. I don't think it's right. I think someone's doing you a foolie. Someone's doing you a foolie. It's not me. I'm one of the V words. I don't know about that. It is kind of hard to throw limited really close with this thing. You gotta shuck it just the right way. Gotta, that's the bad word. That's good. See, you can't even say life's good. Contaminate my culture with slave lives, will you? You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. I'm going Aria up in this bitch. Find the pea cave. Yeah, I will. Definitely. It's nice when it sinks, so it's cool. I love these throwing knives. You know, I kind of was like a little hard on them. Mainly because I suck. And it's their fault, right? Obviously. 101 monkey science. Wrong? Not your problem. Born perfect. Number 1. Accidentally. Cool. That's why I like knives. It's not like nonsense, right? What happens? It never is. It's like really cool stuff. loosen my grip sometimes, and that's usually what it happens. It's like, don't loosen your grip. The wrist does play a role. Yeah, you can use your wrist to like, that's how they do curveballs. But like throwing a knife, you can get it to go around something with your wrist if you're really good. The spear I used has a tilted front. It's kind of in that Count Dooku style, not that I'm a villain, but it's kind of in that Count Dooku style where it's kind of a duelist handle. It's not an all-around purpose, it's designed for someone who expects a traditional fight, which is why I have a rule, and it kept me alive in war, real war. And it's never fight the battle on the battlefield of the enemy's choosing. Never. You ever see Braveheart? Move on. Yeah. Shouldn't be on any battles. If attraction's true, you can choose what you want. Like, I could have a girlfriend, you know, I was listening to those, like, new girlfriend affirmations, and I went to Walmart, and every corner was a banging chick that digged me, you know what I mean? Like, I get it, but I also just don't get it. Like, what is that C-word thing, and who came up with it? See, a knife. To make a knife requires solar energy. That's a huge cosmic karma. What you do in metal, shit's gonna stay. It's like all the steel knows it at once, right? Water barometer, quantum water barometers. Yeah, quantum is like not a word that's relevant, but it's just trendishly people know like what they're talking about. Yeah. No, it's the grip. Yeah, it's the grip is weird. It's like, it is, I would have benefited from a bigger throwing knife. A 9-inch is not huge for me, it's not. Look at this. Look at my hands and what I got to grab. I'm practically throwing a dart, you know what I mean? Sink. Shaboing. Shabang. Swoop. Be fun to make it a little level, right? I mean, you don't need VR. You could just take drugs. And then you would have as many little holographic people to run up this as you wanted. It's not bad. Were you afraid? The deal. The only reason they made it illegal for you was so that they could rescue the little girls from the chemical hell. All the drugs they banned mimic neurochemicals that they savagely cut out of you so you would be a slave. Yeah, neurochemical dominance, you're under it. Look at how people behave. They're acting as though a super pedo is pulling the leash. Why do you think people say they hate the man? What man? Who's the man? If he's got the biggest dick on earth and rapes all the little girls. I didn't say it was high. Again, they fucking did bad things to me when I was a baby. But I said that's what Monkey Island really is at its core. Their government's fake, their religion's fake. Get to work, cut your dick off. Why? The man. Who's he and where is he? Nobody knows, but I guarantee he's God. I guarantee that's what he says and does, and probably every single thing they ban for you, he gives to himself, double and triple. It's not a deity. It doesn't work that way here. So, you gotta figure out where the man is, and you gotta kill him, because he does bad things to kids. He's different than us. He deserves it. He does bad things to kids. And he's gonna be afraid. Someone who would rape a little kid is gonna beg for his life. No, please! Watch, they will. And someone's going to defend, no, because they think it could be them. Beware the people who hope to go to Pedo Island. There's going to be people who betray the whole earth because they want to go there. So, do not trust them. You've always been allowed to love kids. You can't defile kids. You can't be a pedo. Yeah, child love was always allowed. You know, I have little girls sometimes ask to marry me. I always say yes. No one's ever like puking. They're always like, aw. It's not like I'm like ka-ching and taking them out behind a dumpster. Although if I saw her later and she's like, I remember you, no one would care. They'd be like, do they want to hang out? They could. No one gives a shit. That's child love. That's allowed. You can't defile kids. Life's got to happen by somebody, through somebody. But you also know what it's about, right? So anyway, I talk about it because I was introduced to it at 8 days old. I didn't have a choice. I was already on the subject of what they're doing with children. Believe me, I've had plenty of time to think about it. Trying to get it right over and under that. Nope. So anyway, I think there's a cave. I think there's a control room with a secret master race. The history has said it. All the American movies, The Matrix, Gears of War, were all about that. They were never saying it wasn't real. They were saying it's really about pedophiles. And the reason we know is there's 1 billion semi-castrated men. Okay, you're getting in the business of cutting the covers off babies' dickheads so they're stripped of a pleasure life? Who wants that? The king of pleasure. Yeah, the king of pleasure says more for me. Because what's a basic male attitude? Only I am. Only I matter. I have the biggest, best weenie. I am the most attractive, the smartest, the funniest. All the girls are mine. And it's almost like nature and girls rely on that. They need you to be all like huffy, like, oh yeah. You notice girls won't like pick a favorite. They'll wait until they fight. They go like, girls will literally bait a gang until they can see who's the most dominant. Yeah, there's problems. And you can say kumbaya all day, but your fucking foreskin's not coming back. And if your dickhead's in the wind all the time when it's not being used, you'll feel it. You'll feel it. You'll know what time it is. Yeah. It'll be cold and dry when it shouldn't. It'll never feel good when you come. It looks like they took a chip out of me. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You guys got baby rapists on every corner working for baby rapists under the earth. You know, I wish there was a moderator-friendly version I could have said that. Sorry, your fucking hentai collection might get a little fucking bigger or something. Joke's on me. Yeah, I don't want to come back to circumcision world again. I hope you can figure out how to give everybody a good life without castrating 1 billion of them to be slaves for 1 or 2 people in a cave. I don't know when you're going to figure out how to get beyond that, honestly. So, good luck.